So I've got a gas oven, and they are temperamental. And the key to making these correctly is steady temperature, accurate temperature. I got about 7-8 grams of whole melt Girl Scout cookies in there. Optimally, you want to be between 225 and 240. You don't really want to push 250 because that starts burning the THC as opposed to activating it. And I will show you how this process goes. So that's why I use a toaster oven for more accurate temperature. You want to be around 225 to 230 for, let's say, an hour, hour and 15 minutes. If you push 250, trying to reach 240, then you're around the 45-50 minute mark. But just like growing weed, you don't count on time. You check the trichromes. Well, this wax is the exact same way. It's going to physically change. So you check when the bubbles stop, when it turns just a little bit more brown, then you know all the THCA is activated. See, when she starts melting, she'll just start bubbling. Very slow bubbles. That's the THC activating. And then towards the end, it'll stop actively bubbling, and it'll have this little foam layer of bubbles on top. That's when you want to stir it. I don't actually stick anything in the wax to stir it. I just slosh it around in my Pyrex. Just get it moved around, and then you'll see all the bubbles pop. It'll turn clear again, and then you want it to go from that yellow to like a dark amber color. You zoom in there, you can see it starting to bubble, little bitty tiny bubbles, right? You don't want to just turn your oven on and walk away from this shit. You need to watch it. But she's starting the bubbling right now. See little bubbles? See, about 45-50 minutes in, she's starting to clear up. See the bubbles popping? That's when you want to give her a little stir. See all the bubbles coming back? There you go. That's what we're talking about. It's not necessarily cooking, it's activating. You see, it's not a constant stream of bubbles. We're only around that 240 mark where I want to be. We're going to let every single bubble stop popping, and we're going to get it just a touch darker than that. And then we're going to add our gummies. And when I started doing this, I was just using whatever gummy, and I realized the texture really actually matters. Like the Skittles gummies, the Lifesavers gummies, they almost melt in your hand. Some of them are too hard after you redo them. I love Albanese. Anything Albanese, you can't go wrong, but they just came out with this new flavor of blueberry butt rape. That's what we're going with.
Shut the word hole in your face before I fill it with angry diarrhea. I want all the rest of your muscle drink right now.
Yeah, I got a new flavor. Blueberry butt rape. 14 American dollars. Did I stutter?
Oh, shoot. I don't have $14. Do you have $14?
Don't look at me, I'm broke.
And you'll notice when you throw your gummies in, it starts bubbling a little more. That's really just a reaction from the canola oil on the outside of the gummies. You're not activating anymore. It's already fully activated. But even if there is a little bit of THC in there unactivated, melting the gummies gets it done. I used to melt the gummies separately and then add it. Honestly, that's a big fucking mess. Just add your gummies to your Pyrex with your wax. Get yourself a good spatula so you can, get it all out into your molds. Just keep stirring. You don't want any dark patches in your gummy because that won't be infused. You need to get it all liquefied and mix the shit out of it. So I'm a heavy user, and the recipe you're seeing is very, very strong. And even with these tiny little mini ice cube trays, these are, you know, your functional at work gummies. If you want to have a good time, you get your bigger, deeper molds. I hit it with canola oil so they pop out easier. And you're going to just want a bowl of sugar, so when they pop out, you can just throw it in the sugar, shake it up, it coats it in the sugar. That way you can put them in a bag. They don't stick to each other, they don't stick to the bag, etc. But, you know, just for scale, I mean, you can see these are tiny little cubes here for your work. And these great big motherfuckers here if you're, you know, you just want to play video games and zone the fuck out all night. Okay. You can actually see when the wax starts mixing up with the gummy, it turns a foggy color. With all those dark patches, that's just straight gummy bears. That shit's got to go. You're going to keep doing this. This is the most labor intensive part of it for probably 20 minutes until it's all liquid. Now I've been stirring this for a hot minute. You need to fold and fold and fold and fold to make sure everything is infused throughout. Otherwise, you're going to have hot zones. Like this much will be ultra concentrated and this shit over here will be ultra weak. You don't want that. So you literally mix until your fucking arms are tired, scraping the edges, fold, 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 fold. It's 100% liquid, consistent, and ready to pour. And you just hit your oiled molds. You got to spread it out. You see those air bubbles forming? That's because the gummy is thick. Okay, you got to force it down in there to get consistent gummies. Basically paint it on like a paintbrush. Get all the air bubbles popped. As you keep rubbing on it, you'll see which ones are full and which ones are not. Like you see how those are developing air bubbles? Give it some more.